I know there's going to be people that don't believe me when I tell this story, but it's true. I really saw this, and I was out here. My neighbor's chickens are decapitated. Some animal decapitated them, and I was out here like contemplating where the animal could be. What animal is it? Maybe it's a dog man or something. I'm thinking about that, and I'm checking out the surrounding forest, and then I just sort of look down, and off to the side, I see this dandelion. I see this dandelion flower, and I'm looking down, and I'm like, there's something on the dandelion flower, and I'm going, what is that? Is that a bug? And then the thing that was on the dandelion flower noticed that I noticed it, and it jumps off the dandelion flower and like scampers underneath into my barn. It scampers into the barn and into that hole right there. And it was so small, but I saw what it was. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure it was a leprechaun. I'm pretty sure it looked like a little humanoid figure, and it was either that or like a small gnome, but it was a humanoid figure, but it was like the size of a large insect. I mean, it hauled ass. Maybe it was running fast, and for it to go, say, 4.5 feet, it probably took it 30 seconds or something. I mean, it was really hauling ass, but it was so small that it just, I swear I didn't have my phone with me, which I usually have my phone, but I wasn't ready for it anyway. I was just out here like looking around, like what animal would have killed the chickens. I swear to God, I think I saw a leprechaun. It wasn't, but see, this is the weirdest thing is, it was not on like a 4-leaf clover. It was sitting on top of a dandelion. I thought that they sat on either mushrooms or 4-leaf clovers. I swear to God, that's what I saw. I swear to God, I know what I saw. It was a leprechaun. It was a leprechaun, or it was a wee person. It was a small person. I'm telling you, it was wearing green. It had a green outfit on and shoes that it was a fucking leprechaun. I know you think I'm on. Yeah, you're gonna say I'm on crack and stuff. That I hallucinated it. That I'm insane. No, I know what I saw. I think I saw a leprechaun. I think. This has 41 grams of sugar. 41. That is a lot. I can eat all these Kind bars, same amount of sugar. It's ridiculous. These each one has 5 grams of sugar compared to 41 for the Hershey's. What do you think I'm buying? I like raccoons, I do. I have no problems with predators eating. I'm not the person that, oh look, the baby deer is being eaten by the coyote. The coyote has to eat. The coyote's puppies have to eat, so it's all fair, but I don't know, the chickens, it bums me out. It does, it bums me out. I like the chickens, I got along with them. I'm gonna put up a trail cam. It could be the dog man doing it, like I'm just gonna rip the heads off of the chickens and then just leave them to taunt us. That's what it could be. The time to teach your dog recall is not when you're having problems with your dog. You go over this. That's what I'm doing with Bear. I'm having him sit. I'm walking a distance, making sure that he's staying. If he would move, I would make him get back where, in the position where I left him. And then I'm calling him to me. I think I'm using heel. I'm calling him to heel. That's real coming closer. But I repeat this over and over again. This is how you teach your dog recall, whatever you want to call it. Teach your dog to come when it's called, recall, whatever. You have to go over this. It's a lot of muscle memory. You have to condition the dog. If the dog, oh, by the way, if your dog doesn't come to you, right, if it's not coming to you, put a leash on it. One of the main reasons that dogs don't come when they're called is that they don't listen, and then when the dog does finally come to you, then you berate the dog. Like, what the fuck were you doing? I told you to fucking get the fuck over here. So you give it negativity. That's why you do stuff like this. This is training. You should train your dog for its lifetime. This could be 4 years from now, and the owner could be taking the dog in a backyard or in a field or a park and practicing the same exercise. And you know you're going to get success. That's what it's about. You build on success. You can't build on negativity. I just had Bear in the field out there, and I was working him off leash. He had an e-collar on. I had a leash with me, but he was spectacular. He was real impressive. He was coming to heel. He was doing retrieves. He's doing real good here. This is the first time that he's been in an open field like this. He's, notice I do have a leash with me. See, I'm just doing him some retrieves, casting him right and left, just making sure that he's, he dropped it. I'm going to make him pick it up. I'm making sure he's compliant. Never pick up a retrieve that's dropped. That's a dog that's just fucking with you. If you pick it up, they're always going to be doing that. Don't let the smart dog train you. Now look at how active he is. He is very active, but he is under control. He's listening. See, he's just into it. He's young and playful. This dog's about a year old. Bear. Behaving pretty damn good. It was impressive. Good job, Bear. Good job. That's the first time I've had him off leash in my yard, but the field's like totally different. And it never worked out there before. So I was real happy. Good job, brother. Good job. Here's another view of me working recall with Bear. It's such an important thing to train your dog. You have to train your dog, and if your dog isn't coming when it's called, like you have a serious problem. It's probably that you're arrogant and you think that the dog is stupid or something. You haven't worked with the dog is the problem. It's a lot of repetition. It's muscle memory with the dog. You have to take it. And this is like drilling that you could take your 8 or 9 year old dog out. This is something that Bear's mom could do, 4 years from now. You have to keep working with the dog, and you want to build on success. So I know that I'm going to get success doing this. So I'm working on the dog staying in position, sit. Remember, you don't say the word stay. It's implied in the command. You don't say sit, stay. It's just sit. And then Bear just, needs to stay in that position until he gets another command. So it's just sit. Do not say stay. It's not down, stay. It's not stay. It's stay is built into the command. All right? It's very important. Everything's an implied stay. That's why you don't say stay. Did I say this enough? Don't say stay. It's just sit. He was gonna follow me, and I stopped him. If he would have gotten any farther, I would have made him walk back a few feet. Stop the dog. If the dog floats or something, put him back in the position right where they were. Don't let the dog get away with that. He's doing real good. He is. He's really doing good. If you're having problems with your dog, ask yourself, do you have a leash on your dog? And a Burmese playing in that yard over there that he can see. I saw him look at the dogs like I'm going to go run over there, and I said no. And when I said no, I did use a correction. He hadn't moved off his mark, but his head was going in that direction. I could tell where he was headed. He was headed to go say hello to the dogs and jump on them and probably get in a fight. So he's not allowed to do that. So he did real good. He didn't bother the the people food, and he's got real good recall. He's a young dog. I don't think his mother already owns a mini educator. So now I don't think that she'll have any problems. The dog's coming here. She knows I'm going to collar condition it. There's a transitional thing. I brought a leash with me. I brought a leash with me because it is a transitional thing. You don't just be like, oh, I'm going to take my dog off leash. He was dragging a leash around the yard for a while. I brought a leash. I might have had him drag a leash out here. But he's functioning. I will say one thing. When I brought him out, there was a lot of excitement. I dialed up on the collar about 10% because there was a lot of excitement. So his working level is about 8, and then I had it on 18. Good boy, Bear. Nice job, dude. Heel. Sit. Heel. Oh, you are a good boy, dude. Sit. Very nice. Very nice job. Bear down. Pretty good dog. Heel. Sit. He's got like the working drive of the Aussie Shepherd. He's got qualities that are very much like a water dog, a poodle. That's a poodle, but working with him, he's a dominant male Aussie. Aren't you? Look at how cute he is. I'm gonna squeeze your face off, dude. Look at how cute that boy is. Here, heel. Sit.